good evening. My name is Daniel G. If many of you guys don't know, I am soon to be, I'm just telling you guys the future in advance, the best-selling author of my new book called The Sales Game. I'm sitting down right now with my president of sales. And, just about a year and a half ago, this gentleman was broke, busted, and disgusted.
Very true.
Moved from where? From California.
Moved from California, was selling printers at the time.
Was selling printers.
Selling printers.
Okay.
Probably the most exciting sale you guys could ever think about in your life. It's almost as exciting as you'd imagine it is.
Right.
And ended up figuring out that sales is the only pathway in life to get in there, change not only how much money you can make, but all of your communication, all of your relationships, and everything else, and skyrocketed.
And what did you say, Jamil? Like thinking down, when you're selling printers, and you have Jamil, as an individual, you have a money problem. You're broke. You're in college at that point, right?
Yeah.
And you're broke. And would you ever believe that somebody in life needed printers?
No.
In the 21st century?
Dude, never.
2022, 23, 24?
Think about this. This is my first job out of school.
Yep.
And in school, I never bought a textbook.
Right.
So there was no printing in school. Everything was a PDF. And now I'm getting out of school and I'm selling something that I thought nobody needed.
So this is why I want to kick it off the stream like this. If many of you guys are struggling right now financially and you're broke right now and you have $5 in your bank account and you're struggling, do you want to know that God makes everybody different, okay? And that means your struggles that you're going through, somebody else is going through other struggles too in the world too as well. They're just different struggles. The key becomes this. When you solve somebody else's struggles, usually your struggles will vanish. The problem is that poor people think their problems and struggles in life are unique. Like they're the only person that are going through struggles inside of life. Rich people say, if I'm struggling in my business financially, if I go solve somebody else's financial problems, my business problems get solved too as well. Why? It's a sales struggle duality, which is a chapter inside of this book. It's called the sales struggle duality. Rich people in the morning wake up and say, my problems will vanish when I solve somebody else's problems. And the beauty is this, and I want you guys to write this down, starting off with this, is there's no shortage of fucking problems in the world. There's people, and this is not a script. Like we didn't get on this YouTube video and start scripting this out. Jamil said I sold printers. I'm thinking about there's people in the world that have problems with printing inside of their office, and they need a product like Jamil's that he was selling before. Jamil was broke, and Jamil needed an extra $1,000 a week. He goes to solve that office's problems. They get their problem solved. Their problem vanishes. Jamil's problem vanishes too as well of that $1,000. It's a sales struggle duality. All your problems inside of life vanish when you solve somebody else's problems. If you are overweight, guess what you do? You go pay a fitness coach a couple $1,000. You go pay them. Their money struggles go away. Your fitness struggles go away. Ta-da! It's a sales struggle duality. Now here's the kicker. Poor people in the morning wake up and say this, I pray to God that there's no struggles inside of my day. Well, you just prayed for the exact thing that you don't want. You want more money and you prayed for no money throughout the day. When we wake up, we're like, yo, I hope there's a client that's struggling inside of sales, that is a struggling client that has a problem that I could solve. Give me more problems throughout the day, I will make more money. So life is a sales struggle duality. So I want you guys to think differently. When you wake up in the morning, don't think about money, think about solving a problem. Don't think about, because the question is this, the level of your paycheck is the level of problems in which you solve throughout the day, and that's it. If you're in sales, you get paid in complete proportion to the problems that you solve, which is basically objections. You find a client's problem, you solve the problem, you solve an objection, you get paid money. Yet, isn't it funny how most people wake up in the morning and say, God, please give me no problems? So today I want to talk about the sales struggle duality, which is a chapter inside of my new book, okay, called The Sales Game, which the link is somewhere here. But I want to go into the first step of finding people's problems. And I want to kick this off with Jamil. If we want to become like tactical problem solvers, what's like something fast, Jamil, that people on this live stream right now can use? If I'm in a conversation with somebody and I just met that person, we're sitting down, we just went for coffees right now, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you're talking to an individual beside you that is at the coffee bar, and you notice that individual is working at a job. I'm just gonna give you a random scenario, okay?
Yeah.
I want everybody here to think of this hypothetical scenario. We're sitting down at a coffee bar. This didn't happen, guys. And the person's talking about, oh, I'm working at this job, and we have a sales opportunity, let's say, for people.
Right.
And what would you do in that 2 to 3 minutes to find somebody's problem? Is there a framework to become a problem solver? Because school doesn't teach us how to solve problems. That's all we do in life. We get paid by solving problems.
100%.
So is there a framework that you would use to solve problems?
Well, here's the thing. First of all, let's talk about what not to do. So what not to do is as soon as you see, I have a product, let's say I'm selling the printers.
Yes.
The first thing I'm not going to do is walk up to them and tell them about how bad their printers suck. Or
Okay.
put a situation onto them, because as soon as you do that, they face all the resistance in the world.
So step number one, don't bash what they currently have.
You're not going to make any assumptions.
Got it.
The best salespeople are stupid. They don't know what's going on.
Write that down. Wait, pause. Jamil sometimes doesn't know when he drops nuggets. The best salespeople are stupid. They're stupid. They don't assume.
They don't assume. They don't understand a thing. They have no inclination of what that person is thinking or feeling. Zero. So what's the framework? The framework is super simple. You're going to walk up to that person, tell them about what's going on, man. What's new? Let's hear about the current situation.
Okay, so I'm Melissa, and I'm working at McDonald's, and we're sitting down having a cortadito, a nice Cuban coffee, and you're like, hey, Melissa, what's new? Yeah, it's just a rough day today. I'm just working at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, McDonald's? Yeah. How do you like that? A rough day? What do you mean?
Oh, well, see, notice how he didn't say, oh, McDonald's must be struggling. He said, how do you like that? You had a rough day. What do you mean?
Because of course, guys, she's working at McDonald's. You think she's having fun there?
Right?
She's not. She's going through struggles right now. But if you immediately go in there and start talking about how bad McDonald's sucks, all of a sudden you're not on the same playing field anymore.
What you've done is you've triggered that first step of the sale, which is the resistance to go up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm working at McDonald's. I'm just not making enough right now, in my job.
What's enough?
Well, like right now I'm making like 3,000. I need to be making like 5.
3,000? Okay, got it. And why 5? What's the plan with the money once you got it?
Oh, literally just so I could pay for the rest of my school debt that I have to get out of. I've been in school debt for the last 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. School debt, and so you went to school and you still, what'd you do with the degree?
Well, I was doing my Bachelor of Science.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't really find a job, so now I'm just swamped in debt.
Understood. Okay, let's say we fast forward 3 years from now, you clear the debt.
Sure.
What are you gonna do with the money, the extra money coming in, if you had some?
I would probably honestly start investing in a new clothing line I wanted to do.
Really? Tell me about that.
No, I wanted to.
So let's pause right here. Okay, so we went from the current situation, we found the goal.
Yep.
Immediately the pain came out talking about the debt. Now we're gonna circle back around to that,
Sure.
but what we did in the middle there is we found their goal. So their goal is not just clearing the debt. Now the goal shifted from that to I want to do a clothing line.
Right.
So if you come in with assumptions, you're never going to get any of that information. But if you come in curious and stupid, that's how you're going to uncover all of these things.
So I want to do this clothing line. This is very valuable for people. This is like a masterclass in sales. I want to do this clothing line, but I always had this vision of this clothing line.
Interesting. Okay, got it. And like what kind of clothing line? Tell me about it.
I mean, it would be like, I don't know, a kind of like menswear, light fabric clothing line so people can wear it during work and they don't sweat.
Oh, dude, I can look at me right now, man. I'm sweating buckets like a sauna here. I could use some of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it, man. I love it. Okay, so now we've gotten them to visualize the actual goal. We want them to feel it, live it, breathe it while they're talking to us. Now we got to the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Now we have to build the gap. So we found the pain. We found where they want to go. We found the amazing feeling that they want to have.
Sure.
Now we got to split the difference between the two. So Daniel, just out of curiosity, man, if you keep rocking and rolling with what you're doing, how long do you feel like it's going to take to actually make that a reality? Till I'm holding one of your shirts.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's possible.
Why is that?
I don't even know if I'd be able to do it with McDonald's. Remember, my name's Melissa.
Melissa. Okay, got it. So Melissa, I mean, if you can't do a McDonald's, you have a backup plan, or is this kind of just going to be some pipe dream that maybe one day in the future you make happen?
Yeah, it's like kind of like that. I don't really have a backup plan.
Understood. And like realistically, would you be able to we fast forward 40 years from now, how are you going to feel looking back at your life at that point?
Shit, I probably should have started the line and just figured something out.
Understood. So Daniel, would it be okay with you if I gave you a game plan to actually make that happen within the next 3 months?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Boom! What a freaking qualifying. And you know what? You know what I like that Jamil did this? Jamil did this in 5 minutes, probably 3. I mean, yeah, I know you could do this in 30 minutes, fact finding and discovery. Yep. I wish somebody just wrote down what you just did. There's so many nuggets. Like you built up future pain of regret. Yep. He got them to envision their life 40 years down the road. If that doesn't take place, how it would look like. He built that pain of the future. And then what I love what he did to bridge everything in, he said, you know, would you like my help and build you out a game plan? And the reason why I love when you said game plan is because like, now I feel special that you got this McDonald's and clothing line game plan, which he could go deeper if he wanted to, if we had time. He's like, hey, would you like me to, you know, kind of build you out a game plan for people that, you know, used to work at McDonald's, for people like us that wanted to open up their own businesses? Would you like my help to show you how we've been able to do that?
Right.
And then what he did is he allowed that client to lean on them so he has permission to present inside of the, you know, inside whatever you're presenting.
Yes.
So really the framework was this. And if people, I'm going to summarize what you just did.
Sure.
It's basically, hey, what the heck do you do? Nice. Why do you do it? Why did you get involved with something like that? Hey, where do you want to go? This is where I want to go. Why the heck haven't you already done that already? What's going to happen if you don't take, like, why the heck haven't you done that? Well, I just don't really have the resources. I don't know. Then Jamil said, well, what happens if you don't, you know, fix XYZ problem in the next 40 years? This is going to happen. Melissa, would you like my help so we can, you know, maybe specifically design you a game plan like we did with some people, like the mother of 2 like yourself that work at McDonald's that want to have a little bit more freedom in the future to do what they want inside of the future?
Boom.
Yes. Are you kidding me? Do you know how fast I said that line because I understand sales and it's not some stupid script? Do you know how fast I said that last line? I'm going to slow down the last line, but I'm showing you guys that there's a formula, there's a concept to what we do. What do you do? Why do you do it? What do you want more of in the future? What would it look like if you don't do that? Why the heck haven't you already done that? Would you like my help? And by the way, we just went into a whole nother chapter inside of the sales game, which is like the 5 or 4 W's, which is how to present. That's a whole nother chapter inside of the sales game. It's literally how to present. Would you like my help? Yes, I would like your help. Now you have the ability and the permission to present the right way and only off their problems. A great presenter, which we'll go into the next YouTube video tomorrow, click subscribe right now, is how to present your problem, how to present towards a problem, and how to present a game plan towards a problem, which we'll talk about next. But I want to wrap off this YouTube live basically saying that your problems will vanish when you become a master at solving somebody else's problems. That's where your problems vanish inside of life. And if you if you're on my live stream and you're saying, well, I know, but you know, it's always about money and becoming rich. Yes, that's the whole point. That's your whole point. This is, if you're on my channel, we talk about money in a positive aspect, becoming rich, and you do it by solving other people's problems. And we talk about money in a very positive aspect on how we can make it, and we don't talk about it in a scarce aspect. You know, poor people talk about money a lot more than rich people. They penny pinch. They talk about the prices of things. The wealthier you hang around, wealthier and richer people, they don't even know what the price of things are. They don't talk about it. They talk about how to make money. They don't know what they pay for. I don't even know what I spend throughout the day. If you ask me, just like Jamil said, salespeople are stupid, that's probably me with money. All I think about is how do I make it? I don't think about like, what's the price of gas? I've never looked at a gas price. And by the way, guys, I'm not bullshitting with you. I've programmed my mind on complete production instead of consumption. Consumption is inevitable. Production is sometimes potential on somebody, but consumption is always gonna happen. You're gonna need to pump gas, my grandfather always used to say. You're gonna need to eat, my grandfather used to say. Well, you're gonna save an extra $7. You're not gonna save your wealth to riches. He always used to say that. You're not gonna save your fucking way to riches. You will not, you're trying not to go to the gas pump and wait another 2 days to go to the gas pump. Wait, you're not gonna go to work? You can't save, but you could produce your way to riches. Rich people talk about money a lot differently. Like, literally like 5 seconds ago, we were at a smoothie shop.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even know what the cost was of the smoothie until Jamil was like, dude, did you see that? I'm like, fuck, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, I just think of my brain, Jamil, I want to make it a reality for them. Like, did I?
No. Listen, we paid $45 for 3 smoothies. And I was like, yo, I'm not on that wavelength yet. I'm like, bro, you just paid $45.
And I'm going in the car. I'm like, wait, what? And physically, my mind's probably even looking at the price, but my mind is so connected to production.
Right.
That it's like, pay this shit.
Yeah.
Pay it. Keep the money flow going. Pay them a lot of money. Because if I'm paying them a lot of money, people got money. like Daniel G. So go find another Daniel G to go sell tonight.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm saying it's like rich people only think about solving other people's problems, other rich people's problems, by the way. They talk about money in a good, who's rich people's problem? You want to become rich, solve rich people's problems. You want to stay poor, think about consumption. And by the way, I'm going to show you how my brain works. Just think of overproducing your consumption throughout the day. So when you wake up in the morning, think, I'm either a producer or a consumer. Most of society is just a consumer. And I just don't mean with the money that they spend. Their whole day is based on spending and not producing. So I'm like, okay, my withdrawals, is it less than my deposits? And if that's good, like if I can focus on becoming a producer, I win for the day. You know, so most people spend more than they make, and they can see it just on the reflection of their checking account throughout the day. So sales struggle duality. Always think of it. There's problems out there in life. There's no shortage of humans, and there's no shortage of problems to solve.
True.
Team, I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? And if you haven't yet, click the link somewhere in this description below. We're gonna go YouTube live every single day. Click the link below. Grab a copy of my new book called The Sales Game, and we'll see you guys on tomorrow's live.